Hey everyone, Hobo4Craft, aka MrHobo here, and I was going to try and give you a little bit of a different commentary today. I was going to show you how to 4-marine Hellion push, which is becoming quite common on shorter maps such as Steps of War like we have here. We have Haypro versus Cloud, and we're going to see Haypro fast expand, which is a little riskier on this map because the distance is so short. But I'm just going to speed it up a little bit. And like I said, I'm going to show you Terran players how to 4 Marine and 1 Hellion push, which is, like I said, becoming more common because it puts a lot of pressure on the Zerg early in the game. And sometimes you can even end the game if you play it really, really well, but that's a little uncommon. But we're going to see the possibilities that open up when you do harass in this way. I was going to make this like a separate video, but by the way, you can see that Haypro did go for 15 hatch 14 pool. Just pointing that out, so it's somewhat standard. I would have gone for a 14 pool 15 hatch on this map just because I want Zerglings out and a queen out more quickly to defend. But yeah, like I was saying, I wanted to make this a separate video, but I figured I might as well make this part 3 of how to keep a Zerg pressured. It just makes sense. So, um, probably should have shown you guys the build order that's going on here. So at about 12 we have the racks going down, so it's very standard. We got a supply depot at 10 and 15 or 16 orbital command. That can vary. You can go 14, 15, 16. It's preference and how quickly you want to pump everything out. But notice Cloud's actually not blocking off his ramp. He's going to use his Marines to block it. That's kind of risky in my opinion. I would just throw the barracks down right here. It's a lot more safe. Uh, it does allow you to not have to deal with lowering the supply depot, but really you're just lazy if you can't deal with that. But yeah, so at about 18, right when his mule comes out, just about that same timing, he's gonna be throwing down the factory. And I wonder if Haypro notices this. No, he doesn't even notice it. So, yeah, there's not much of a way that. Ooh, see, that's another reason. Another reason you should block off your ramp is so your opponent can't know what you're going right away. Because overlords can come in, they're way too slow, and a marine will take them down right away. And you can't obviously get zerglings in because marines will just shoot you down. But this open build right here, it's a little too risky for me. But around 22 SCVs, you should be pumping out your first Hellion, and then when that's about when you're pumping that out, you should be putting down a starport as well. This allows you. Oh well, we'll see that later in the game. And he's actually now moving it. I really don't know the point of that, but Cloud's the pro here, not me. So we're gonna see that Haypro really doesn't have much. What Zerg likes to do in this stage of the game is just pump out a lot of drones. He basically just got his queen here and just put some larva in. So, I mean, no Zerglings whatsoever, doesn't have enough for Zergling speed, so he can't really deal with this Hellion that well. And right away we're going to see that Cloud is able to take down this queen. Here we go, and there goes the queen. Not much opposition whatsoever. There goes a couple drones, and here goes a queen again. And look, everything is still intact. Even the Hellion, and he is just completely stopping harvesting at this expo completely. And if I were him, I would take this down right now just because it takes 12 seconds to root. But Haypro microing this very well, and looks like Cloud's just gonna pick off as many drones as possible. Gonna go to the units lost tab. Already probably around 10 drones there lost for Haypro, which is huge, especially this early in the game. Now he has to commit to making even more drones if he wants to catch up and macro, and we can see that even though he's on one base, Cloud is just about even. And the reason we were gonna get that starport is so that we could pump out Banshees in the meantime. And look how well he is transitioning here. During all of that, he was able to put down two more Baraxes, put up a command center, so now he's gonna expo himself. And had the starport finish and is now pumping out Banshees, which are great for harassing. Excuse me. And Zergling kind of scouting out. Not gonna see much though. And just gonna fast forward here a little bit. Notice right here, Haypro is forced to make more spine crawlers because of all the pressure he's been under. And he can't make any units really because he still needs to catch up on the harvester count. And that's one of the main things that this kind of harass does is it limits the unit composition that your opponent can go as Zerg. And as soon as the second Banshee comes out, Cloud's gonna go right for it. Though we're gonna see here that he's not too successful with it because Haypro was very reactive and did get an Evo chamber down pretty quickly and is gonna get these spore crawlers up. Does have a couple queens as well, and Cloud's just gonna try and pick him off. He's a little careless with this Banshee though. Lets it stay in there too long, and it does go down to 3 queens and these 2 spore crawlers. But taking out a queen is pretty big, especially if you can start larva production. That's huge. And meanwhile, just macroing up, got this expo out, and now pumping out tanks. And basically just getting whatever he wants. He really doesn't have to deal with any sort of aggression by the Zerg player. The Zerg player is completely confined right now. He cannot leave. Well, he can leave, but I wouldn't because my base is so undefended. He can't really expand because at this point he feels he's just trapped. I've been in this situation before, and you don't feel comfortable trying to gain map control. At this point, we see that Cloud does in fact have map control without actually controlling the map. He has put his opponent in a kind of mindset where he's just been attacked so much that he doesn't want to move out, which is a big psychological part of this game, and we're gonna see that Spire does go up. Even though we're gonna have a lot of Marines being pumped out for Cloud here, he probably realizes this. This could very well be a common reaction to this sort of play. That's actually normally what I do when I'm kind of in a bind. I do like to go mutas because I can harass and stall for time, and Cloud, having a lot of experience, probably knows this, and Marines just clean up mutas, especially with stim pack. Just gonna go ahead and fast forward this, and we're just gonna see a nice timing push come up here for Cloud as soon as he has just the right unit composition. Just gonna be 4 tanks, a bunch of Marines, and just as those medevacs come out, he is ready to go. And look at what Haypro has. He has a couple spine crawlers, 14 Zerglings, and 11 Mutalisks. Versus, let's see, 41 Marines, 4 tanks, and what, 6 Marauders? I would not be feeling confident whatsoever if I were Haypro right now. And look, he is trying to stall for time right now, but Cloud's smarter than that. He's just gonna get a good position, siege up, and he's gonna rush right into it. And Banelings were trying to be popped out for Haypro, which is a very smart idea if you're the Zerg in this position, but just did not have enough. And he is just dominated, as you can see. And you guys probably can figure out how this is going to end. I'm going to let you guys enjoy this last part. Did have quite a bit of Zerglings. I would have probably waited to morph those into Banelings, but he was running out of time, and he just gets obliterated, as you can see. Poor Haypro. I feel sorry for him. Does call a good game, and Cloud takes the win. So Like I said, I think I'm just going to make this part 3 of how to keep a Zerg pressured because this is definitely what Cloud did. Played that early harass very well and let himself build off of that and transition very well as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed and learned a few things. Do comment and rate. Tell me what you think of this. Tell me if you want more commentaries like this and maybe give some suggestions for what I should do next. Thanks guys. Hobo for Craft signing out.